I really think I found the best everyday carry budget knife that exists on the planet right now. Just right out of the gate, guys, I love this thing so far. So let's check this thing out. I've never been good at this knife videos, but you know what? It's 2019. Let's turn over a new leaf. You know what I mean? And let's kill it. So this is the Kershaw Flythrough? Yes, the Flythrough. Obviously because of the fly-through holes, and has these holes that you can see through, the see-through pivot, and you know, it's just a cool design. I mean, and we're gonna get into it, just but like the ergonomics of it are just really nice. It's kind of hard to do this film like this. It makes me wonder how these guys do this. Anyway, so yeah, so there are some things that aren't great either, but I don't know if it outweighs this deep carry clip even. It's just a real sleek looking knife, and plus the price point. So on Kershaw's website, this thing is $60 or $62, right? Well, on Amazon, this thing is 38 bucks right now, guys. I mean, $38 for a manual. It's not one of them assisted opening Kershaw blades that you're all used to and probably don't like. You know, this thing is just, it's small, it fits in your pocket nice. The deep carry clip, it's like they got everything right with this knife. You know, Kershaw did. They really did. Even the jimping, as far as, you know, that go, the jimping up here and the ergonomics, the choil, it's just a really nice knife. Drop point blade. The steel is, what is this, 18 CR, 13 MOV. I mean, I like to see D2 maybe, or even a zero tolerance version of this, which I'm sure there probably is. I just don't know about it. But this is $38, and you can't really beat it. Now, it's made in China. Discrepancy, right? You guys know how I feel about most Chinese products, but there's something, and look, it's not the great. I mean, it opens, I just kind of screwed up right there. I also put some nano oil in it so far. So, and we'll get into different things. I don't want to make this a long video, so just try to get out of the way some of the things here. So, well, let's do some of the bad. So, made in China, the blade steel, and what I don't like, oops, sorry, is how they have Kershaw on the blade like that. I just think that's a horrible spot to put it. If you're gonna put it like that and that's your only choice to put the logo, then don't put it on there. I don't mind this. I think that's clean looking. Although, I don't know, maybe in black instead of just so poppy. Like even this, even that would have looked better in just like a ghost and off gray or something where you could barely see it, but it was there. Same with that. Like they have to put Kershaw, like, I don't know. I get it. You want to, you know, it's a nice knife. It really is, guys. And, you know, I haven't seen anybody with it, to be honest with you. And this is a R.J. Martin design, 1988 Kershaw Flythrough. It's a cool name. I'm guessing 1988 means the year it was designed. I mean, I don't know. But the jimping on this thing, the size, the frame lock, it's got a good flipper. I like the flipper. Some may find it a little pointy. I think it's okay. So just so you can get a size comparison, I do have some knives to compare it to. So we have a Spyderco Delica, which is actually, so now you can really kind of get a good idea if you know how big the Delica is. Or maybe you need something like a Paramilitary 2. Okay, so it's not a big knife. It's just a really clean looking, nice knife. I like it a lot. And what else can we compare it to? How about the Zero Tolerance 0808? Yeah. You know, Zero Tolerance owns Kershaw, or, you know, it's their better line. This is my favorite knife in the world. You can tell I like those stealthy looking knives. You know, there's kind of fighter jet looking knives, but not too much. You know, I think these two are nice and clean. This is another favorite of mine, Big Blue. We call that the USS Grant. It reminds me of that, or the Ford, you know, the big battleship we have that just basically any country can't mess with us because of it. Yeah, that one. So yeah, this thing is sick, guys. I love it. What else do we got about it? Budget friendly, like I said that, and the black on black. Like, I love black on black knives. I don't have enough of them. I used to have a few, but I really feel like these are, well, obviously the paramilitary too is a very high quality knife, and it's very well known and everybody loves it. But, you know, it's $140. This thing for EDC, you know, just to carry, just to have a good, nice blade. There's no play in it. It lines up good. You know, it's got a good lineup. I don't see any problems with it besides, oh, it's a little on the heavy side because this is all steel. So if we get our O-light, you know, this thing's steel. There's no cutouts in between. Well, maybe there's a little bit in there. Oh, okay, you can see that though. Well, that's from the freaking lockup, the frame lock. So it's just a couple pieces of steel, you know, cut in particular shape and design that looks extremely nice. You know, it just blends well together. It's a great EDC knife because of the deep carry. You just, you know, finally, it's like finally, what do these companies all have in common? They all do it, and it's just horrific. Why? It's the way you lose a knife is by not having a deep carry. This is why I added one to this one. Look, you have to have a deep carry clip. It just makes no sense to have all this hanging out of the knife. Not in today's day and age, at least. Maybe that made sense 13 years ago or whatever, longer. The dinosaurs. But not anymore. So, what else? It's got a choil on it, so, you know, this is the part where I suck. Oh, that's right. We're going to talk about, well, the choil. Okay, the choil is obviously a good thing. Great, yay. Look at the design. It's just, it's great, guys. So, but let's check out what we're actually working with here, right? Like, look at what we're working with. So you have this, right? Boom. Your EDC is looking real slick when you have a Glock 43, you know, with it. In a beautiful QVO tactical holster, right? So you're like in there, right? Now you got yourself a zebra pen just to throw it off a little bit. I mean, this is a clean setup. Maybe a bandana, maybe a flashlight, and you're hooked up. A nice watch, and you're looking like James Bond, you know? Really kind of like a James Bond. No, I'm just kidding. But if you were James Bond, this might be what you would have on you. But that's just an example. I mean, you could do all black out. Man, just so many different options. Sick knife, man. You can even rock a G2 with it and be cool. Boom. So I think it's easy to adjust the pivot and make it a little looser because it doesn't fall on its own. Like, it's not. Maybe it will in time. It seems like it might be getting a little bit better as I keep playing with it because it is fun to play with because of the manual open. You know, that's what makes a knife like this so much fun because of the way they open. You know, it's just, they're just fun to flick and play, and it's hard to do this on the camera, guys, sorry. But anyway, I really like it. So go ahead and check that out. That's on, I think I got this off Huckberry, but, oh no, Amazon, I'm sorry. I found it off of the Huckberry Best EDC or something, and I was like, whoa, what is that thing? And I immediately was attracted to it because it's just a great looking knife for one. It has I guess that's that's not a lanyard hole, but you can switch the pocket clip left or right, you know, whatever hand you are. I'd use both, but I'm not as fast like with this one. It's not as efficient, so I don't mess with it. But anyway, that's it. That's the Kershaw Flythrough. It's a cool knife. I would never steer you guys in the wrong direction. You know, it's got great size. It's a small little pocket knife. You know, it's a little bit on the heavy side, but I think it's manageable because of just its slim versions. You know, we'll see how it holds up to excessive work in the life of a Freightliner shop where we fix big giant trucks and stuff and rip open cans of paint and boxes and big heavy car graded boxes and all kinds of craziness. Anyway, so that's pretty much my video. I don't know what else to say about a knife. I don't even know how long this video is. Probably too long, but I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoy my okay review of a knife. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and say it was the greatest review ever, but I'm already looking at one thing that I forgot to mention. I wanted to real quick talk about knife tools. So if you are in the O-light, so if you are into tools, I mean knives and tools, if you're into those, these are some basic pocket knife tools you want to have to get started. So don't go cheap on these, your Torx. Most of your knives are all Torx. See the little, see if I can get the focus. See that little Torx? Yeah. You know, most of your knives, all of them pretty much are going to have that. So don't skimp out on those, because when you buy cheap ones, they break. You know, especially when you're looking in the sizes like, you know, a freaking T3, where literally that is really tiny. So you need a good quality steel tool set. This is the Wiha or Wuha, whatever, German manufacturer. This is your standard knife size right here. I bet you it fits on this Kershaw. Yep, it's the Kershaw size actually. So perfect. That's your T6, and you need to get one of these definitely if you're a knife person. And then for oil, nano oil, just go with the yellow. The other ones are just thickness. You have one that's really thin, and then you have one that's really thick. This is right in between. It's perfect, nano oil. So that is a basic starter kit if you want to start taking apart knives and all that kind of good stuff. I don't do that here on this channel, but I will recommend you Nick Shabenz. He pretty much takes every single knife you can possibly think of apart. I don't know if he's done this one yet, but this is a different kind of pivot here I've never seen. That's why I was trying to kind of read up on it. But it looks like it needs a special tool, but I think I can figure it out. We'll see. There's got to be a way to maintenance the thing. So I'll look into that and maybe update you with that. But anyway, basic toolkit. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.